Live from Chesterfield, Missouri, this is Hal Pascale, Singer-Songwriter Showcase, February edition 2020. Thank you so much for having us, Shane. I want to start tonight with one of my favorite songs to play with my band. It's a song I wrote at a really pivotal point in my life after I had been playing music full-time for a few years. It was kind of the battle between realizing I had to get back into my career because I was losing sleep over saving for my retirement and not having health insurance. And I was like, you know what, it's okay. You got no regrets. You're gonna keep on freaking going and you're gonna keep on just chasing that dream. You know, everyone's definition of making it is so relative, and for me, just being able to play for people like you guys is making it, and it's really awesome. So this is called No Regrets.
Wake up
Popcorn Justin. Popcorn.
How's it going tonight? I don't got too much to say about that. Maybe I'll say something a little bit after. Lately, I've been down for the count. You think you know everything. The further well I go, you get sick. But still you don't want to give up on it. And I know you want something more. I know you want something more. And it's not right to say I will if I won't. And it's not fair to say I can if I can't go. Lately, you've been trying not to try, and you scream, well God, what's wrong with me? And the further I go, you get sick. Still you don't want to give up on this. And I know you want something more. I know you want something more. And it's not right to say I will if I won't. And it's not fair to say I can if I can't go. And I know you want something more. I'm more to say about some of these other songs, but that one's called Something More. It's like an old song I wrote, kind of about fighting a relationship, you know, a little bit. Sorry, it's on more.
Oh, it's cool.
It's really pretty. I kept wanting to harmonize. I was like, damn it, I don't know the words.
Vinny, what you doing?
You always find fun. And he'll stick. Get lost that.
He says, my favorite musician is Steven.
Yep.
I'm going to sit on his gear tonight.
But he's on. I'm on.
Changing my settings, but
He's going to decide when we leave.
What do you got in your pocket over there?
all right. My goodness, these guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I love doing these. I haven't done one in quite a while. Last time I did one was really good. Check 1, 2, check. I'm gonna blow you guys out of here because I know I will. Check 1, 2, check. I get everybody else's done, but I don't do mine. Anyway,
You put in enough work already.
you if it's out of balance.
Yes.
Afterwards.
And everything was good except for that one guy.
Like at the very end.
Very end of the night. Finally get tweaked out.
It's always the worst too. It's like right at the end of the gig, you figure out your sound.
But at any rate. So my name's Steven Woolley. This is what I look like. I did it to myself. I'm wearing the untucked shirt. It's the Fat Man's Last Hurrah. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna play a song for you guys. Just ring out now. How's that? That better? That's good. So, at any rate, this rum company, and I won't name their names because they're not paying me anymore. They paid me to come out and do these shows. I gotta get that ring out. And paid me to do these shows, and we were gonna go away. It was gonna be a really nice time. I was gonna have me and my significant other. We were gonna go have fun during the day. I was gonna play shows at night. They were paying for it. What more do you want? And while we were there, it's a very beautiful place. I was going to pop the question. About 2 days before we were getting ready to leave, I come home from a show, and it's about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I come home and we had been robbed. They stole all her stuff. All her stuff was gone. She was gone. They kidnapped her, took all her stuff. If you haven't caught on, she moved out while I was at a show. And so I still had to go do the shows. Still had to go to the beautiful place with all the rum and drink it. And some very lovely people that I made friends with fairly quickly were trying to take my mind off things. Come dance with us, have fun, and take my mind off things. I was like, no, I don't want. I'm just gonna stay here and love her a little while. As cliche as it sounds, I sloppily started writing lyrics on the back of cocktail napkins. It's true, I swear. And a few days later, I sobered up and I deciphered my drunken ease, and this was a song my producer was like, we gotta put it on the album and stuff. So this is a song, Love Her a Little While. Hope you guys like it. When I get caught, the writing's on the wall. I was a fool not to see it, and choosing not to see it all. I had my chance. Now it's a hard lesson learned. Her love's gone cold for me, but my heart still burns, so I don't stay here. Love her a little while. I'm gonna miss her pretty eyes. I'm gonna miss her when she smiles. She's moving on without me. Getting on with her now, but I won't stay here. Love her a little while. She used to dance, staring at the clouds. I loved how she laughed. I never find her in a crowd. Tell me, keep searching for someone already found. I'm home for dear life, and the tears are coming down. So I'm gonna stay here another little while. I'm gonna miss her pretty eyes. I'm gonna miss the way she smiles. She's moving on without me. Getting on with her life, but I'm gonna stay here, love her a little while. Well, I'm gonna stay here, love her a little while. I'm gonna miss her pretty eyes. I'm gonna miss the way she smiles. She's moving on without me. I'm getting on with her life, but I'm gonna stay here, love her a little while. Love her a little while. Love her a little while. Thank you guys.
That was beautiful. Made me want to love her a little while too. Well, speaking of loving beautiful women, I have a song I wrote about my girl crush. Her name is Alexandra Sinclair. She is my piano teacher. And I think that she's the piano girl for a lot of people in St. Louis. She plays with folks like Out Holiday and Eastside Rhythm Bands, and she plays with Old Souls Revival. She plays with the River Kittens. She plays with whoever the hell she wants because she's Alex Sinclair. And she works in what we like to call piano heaven. It's also known as Jackson Pianos. She's the cutest thing in the entire world. I have a giant crush on her. For some reason, she thinks I'm a good songwriter and she loves my voice, which just makes me want to cry on her shoulder every time she says it. And I had the privilege of playing the darkroom with her a few weeks ago. She almost cried when we played this on stage. We played it together. It was like so nice. But anyways, this song is called Piano Girl because she is the piano girl.
Could a bird sing sweeter than the sound of the girl in the corner on the word serve? In a sundress, teacup in hand, smiling in the morning tide. Sings a piano girl. Sings a songbird. The piano girl sings wherever she goes, no matter how low she feels. The piano girl always wants to dance, even when there's no music. She sings wherever she goes, no matter how low. That girl always wants to dance. Sings the piano girl. Sings a songbird.
for Alex. I wish she was here right now. Dang, I love that girl.
That was awesome.
Thank
I want to follow that. This is weird. I've not done these before where you play one song after another, so it's strange to me because you get real into listening to somebody and then like, no, grab your instrument. You gotta do it. So this next song is called Perfect Hearts. I'm a pretty big movie buff, and for the longest time I had this like dream of having a movie play at the end credits, or having my song play at the end credits of a movie. And so there was this filmmaker that made a film called A Quiet Little Marriage that I really loved the movie, and so I had a few drinks and sent her my album one night, and then about 6 months later she said, hey, I'm writing this new movie, is it cool if we use this song for the end credits for our movie? And I was like, I've been waiting for this email my whole life. So this is that song, and the movie is called, the movie that they used it for was called The Last Time You Had Fun, which is sort of this weird comedy that mostly takes place in a limo and bars around the Los Angeles area. But it's available if you want to check it out, it's worth watching.
Imperfect hearts that don't work anymore. Imperfect hearts that don't work anymore. And why would you want to close this door? And if perfect hearts that don't work anymore, and all you heard was I don't want you out, and all you heard was I don't have a doubt, and all you heard was I don't want you out of my life. Imperfect hearts that don't work anymore. Imperfect hearts that don't work anymore. And why would you want to close this door? And if perfect hearts that don't work anymore, and all you heard was I don't want you out, and all you heard was I don't have a doubt, and all you heard was I don't want you out of my life. No, no, no,
fantastic. What's he gonna say now? It's kind of cool. I don't know how you guys. I've been doing this. I've been a full-time musician for 10 years now. You guys have been doing it for a while too, right? Yeah. And I like the one song. I can kind of relate. Your first one.
No regrets.
No regrets one. No regrets.
That's the first thing.
That's it, yeah. Just a nice neck tattoo. But I literally had people tell me that you'll never make a living playing music.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just spiteful enough to prove them wrong. I don't even like music, no I'm kidding. So just watch me. I remember growing up, my family had a bluegrass gospel group that I traveled with. I've been playing since I was 5, and it's a lot. You know, you're traveling with your family 47 weeks out of the year. You're on a bus. You know, fans, hotel rooms. It's a lot of togetherness. And I remember when my dad got sick, and we all just it all went on hiatus. And I couldn't imagine myself doing this by myself. And it was really rough. And I hadn't written anything in a long time. And me and my dad were co-writers together. We wrote everything together. And my dad got sick, and he wasn't able to do anything anymore. And I remember me and my wife, now ex-wife, we had split, and I was living in my drummer's basement, and I just picked up a guitar and I started writing this tune, and it was the first song that I had written in years, and it was one of the things that kind of helped me, you know, kind of get over things, and so. Say home's where your heart is, and I belong with you. 7 miles away, sitting here writing songs to sing to you. And I know you hate this guitar, 'cause it took me away from you. But I guess there's nothing left for me to do. Yes, it takes more pretty love songs to say I love you, and it takes more than 3 words, a chorus and a verse, and it takes more pretty love songs to say how much I need you, and it takes more than I've been given to get me back with you. This 9-to-5 grind that we've been fighting every day, but we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and there's nothing left to say. You go your way and I'll go mine, there's nothing left to do. I guess it's time for us to face the bitter truth. It takes more pretty love songs to say I love you, and it takes more than 3 words, a chorus and a verse, and it takes more pretty love songs to say how much I need you, and it takes more than I've been given to give me back with you, to give me back with you, to give me back with you, to give me back with you. It takes more pretty love songs to say I love you, and it takes more than 3 words, a chorus and a verse, and it takes more pretty love songs to say how much I need you. It takes more than I've been giving to get me back with you, to get me back with you. Thank you.
Oh, I hope I don't regret choosing this song next. Oh man, I've been so excited for this. You have no idea. First time I asked Shane, I was like, I want to do that thing, Showcase. God, it was almost 2 years ago, I feel like. And he was like, yeah, get in line.
I asked like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it's a year and a half. We're about the year and a half waiting list. We're ticking on down. Well, I spent the last year, I feel like anytime I wrote a new song, I was like, oh, I wonder if I should use that when I finally get picked for the showcase. It's so funny, the things that we think about when we write songs. I gig like every week, so that's just like ridiculous. I should be thinking about the gigs. God, I've been digging through my old vault, and I've been just like coming up with like songs I've never played on piano. I'm like, man, I wrote this on a guitar, I wrote this on a ukulele. And this past week, I just got over the flu. I've just been married to my piano, trying to figure out a bunch of these old songs. And in turn, I've just been rewriting them all. So I'm gonna try to do this without a lyric sheet, because I have a rule for myself. If I have to write a lyric down, then it's not memorable. I just nix it if I don't remember it. So let's see what we come up with. This song was actually released under my band's name, Cherokee Moon, with full band on it, with like 30 sax and everything. It was cool. But this is not that song anymore. This is a new song called Wishing Wells. All right. If I keep calling to the stars, will you fall for me again tonight? Will it be beautiful? Will it be fleeting? Stay in the sky. Wishing wells are the pools I'm swimming, mirroring one with no beginning. Wishing wells are the pools I'm swimming, mirroring one with no beginning. Stay in the sky, don't fall. skinny dipping in a lake in Tennessee while the moon and stars were out. You ever like tilt your head back and you don't know where the stars or the water start? And then you're just like, that one guy I like, don't fall for me, I'm bad news. That's that song.
Real Every Day's anthem.
Yeah, I totally rewrote the chord progression on it like today. I was like, oh, that was like. You ever done that? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm the one that I told you.
Yeah.
This song is, I lived in a very, very tiny town for a while, with a population of 8. I'm not exaggerating that. And then I visited my cousin like 3 or 4 years ago, and she was living in a very, not that quite of a small town, but a very small town, and we went to have lunch, and we had to duck down in the diner that we were at because there was someone that came into town that didn't know that they came into the diner that didn't know that she smoked. And so she ducked down and put her cigarette out, and I was thinking, I was like, isn't this crazy? You gotta like hide around because everybody knows everybody. She was like, no, I mean, outside of that, it's like really beautiful. And she was like, I met the person that I'm, married to. And so we kind of talked about it for a while, and I realized I was judging this town pretty damn hard. So I backed off a bit, and we had a pleasant time. But when I got home from my trip, I wrote this song. This is called Not a Stranger. Found my way around this small town with no help along the way. Now I know every face, yeah, in this place. Not a stranger anymore. And now there's a difference in the way I think. And now there's a difference in the way I feel. And now there's a difference in the way I live. Oh, I don't want to leave. I learned from my mistakes and changed my fate. And now I have a home. There I took your hand, yeah, I became your man, and now we're not alone. Now there's a difference in the way you think. And now there's a difference in the way you feel. But now there's a difference in the way you live. Oh, you don't want to leave. Now there's a difference in the way we think. Now there's a difference
in the way we feel. Now there's a difference in the way we live. Oh, we don't wanna leave.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you. Well, let's see here. I never do a set list with my band and they hate it. But it's after 10 years they're used to it. You know what to expect. So I was thinking about I don't know where you guys draw your inspiration from, like you said, doing the piano girl and, you know, being in a small town and things like that, you know. I had made up my mind that I was going to go back to my roots. I grew up in a very small town. Not that small, but population 114, you know, graduating class of 17. And I was going to go back home and, oh yeah, small. And I was going to go back home and I was going to get back to my roots. And I'm going to write this album. It's going to be epic. And a dear friend of mine, she moved back to the area back, you know, we were childhood friends, we grew up together. And it's like, she's like, come on out, just, you know, come out here and stay out here, we'll hang out. She's like, I'm off. She's a teacher, she's off for the summer. We'll hang out and you can write your album and you can be, you know, yes. And we stayed drunk pretty much over the whole entire week, and I wrote one song. But you were talking about you changed the chord progression and everything on your song there.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the same thing. I'd written this song, and I played it for years this way. And then one day, I don't know what I was doing, but I just changed it.
Realized all your chords are wrong to begin with.
Just rearranged it, and so this is a song about the whole time we were out, we were hanging out with friends, and we were talking to other people, and no one was, you know, it was summertime, and romance is in the air and all this stuff, but no one knew anything about it, because no one wanted to tell the other person about what was going on. So, right? And so this song is called I Thought You Should Know. And so I hope you guys like it. hope I get to watch the sunset as I look into your eyes. You never clench your fists in anger, and I can always make you smile. You can always see right through me when I say everything's alright. And I can show you how much I need you. Oh, when I'm holding you tonight. just thought that you should know. 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 Can't see into the future. Lord knows about our past. If we give it one good try, girl, yeah, I know that it'll last. Just thought that you should know. Just thought that you should know. Just thought that you should know. Stuff that you should know, yeah. Something you should know that I love you, that I need you, and I want you miles right now, you know. That's just something you should know. 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 Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. We'll take a real quick break. You guys can use the restroom and things like that. Talk amongst yourselves. If you need a topic to talk about, Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
Hey, everybody, thanks for sticking around. Welcome to set 2. Yeah. Hey, I know Justin mentioned being a movie buff. You should also check out his podcast, Don't Push Pause Podcast. Got a brand new...
Thanks for the shout.
Yeah, man, check that out. Brand new episode went out with today with Misery. So check that out wherever you're getting your podcasting app. And you can check out Hal with Cherokee Moon. And you can follow Steven Woolley's page to see where he's coming up when coming to a town near you. Yeah. All right, with all that out of the way, please help me welcome back to the stage Steven Woolley, Hal Pascale, and Justin Johnson.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out Rock Paper Podcast at your earliest convenience. This event has been brought to you by Rock Paper Podcast itself. All right, well, one of my closest friends in the world, he does music for a living. He's a road manager for Ed Sheeran, usually most of the time. PJ, yeah. Oh God, we love PJ. He was originally played with the Flogging Mollies. He's done like a whole lot, and I love just sending him songs, and I love just hearing him just like rip them apart or just like praise them to the point of obnoxiousness. And I sent him this song as I was writing it one day while I was just like miserably depressed. And for those of you that don't know me, I have like a weird obsession with death. Not suicide. I just wake up every morning just like panic stricken, like, holy fuck, we're all gonna die. Like, that is so scary. It's so fucking scary to me. And I wrote this song, and he was like, that's great, love. He's an Irishman. That's so great, love. Can you send it back to me and just give me some lighter lyrics that don't make me want to fucking weep? And so I took every lyric and I tried to just make it happy without changing the melody. And then I sang it to him when I saw him while he was in town with Celine Dion, and he got us some tickets. God, I love PJ. And he was like, yes, yes, love, this is that heartfelt shit that people like Celine Dion sing. Like, run with this, child. So, this is called Lucky One, and I sing it in the shower and cry sometimes. I sing it at work, and it like puts me in a good mood. This song is all of my feels. Lucky One. All right.
When I think of fond memories, I count myself lucky. When I think of you and me, I think of fond memories. Rain against the window pane, the feeling when you're home again, the time it snowed on Christmas Day, each time you wipe my tears away. I have a good life. I wouldn't change a thing we've done. I count myself a lucky one. I count myself a lucky one. When I think of fond memories, I count myself so lucky. When I think of you and me, I think of fond memories. A warm breeze walked down the street. A sunset, just you and me. A sunrise with dewy feet. I have a good life. I wouldn't change a thing we've done. I count myself a lucky one. I count myself a lucky one. Yeah, even when I'm down and out, I'll know I sure have a good life.
So this next round, Shane told me that we were gonna be voted off one by one. I'm That'd be messed up. I don't know if I'd be. Somebody will cry tonight.
I'll do it anyway.
This song, I put out a new album in September called Never Coming Home. This is the title track from that. And this is probably one of the more personal songs I've written, I guess. But it's a lot about loss or getting lost and, you know, coming to terms with that. You don't like what I do to myself. No, I pretend it don't hurt no one else. Like a nail that just clings to the wall, and holding tight so no pictures will fall. And if I'm never coming home again, if I'm never gonna stay, then you know what you have to do. You say I cannot control myself. Man, I feel like I'm somebody else. I cannot eat, I can't possibly sleep. Just push the dirt in, I'm buried too deep. And if I'm never coming home, if I'm never gonna stay, then you know what you have to do. And if I'm never coming home again, if I'm never gonna stay, then you know what you have to do. Thank you. Thank you.
You guys can't get up as high as I love to.
You guys are so good. I love this. I don't even get to do this. I never get to see anybody. They're just like, have you ever heard of? I'm like, no. I haven't. And that's not because, because I'm always out doing other shows. I do 200, 250 shows a year. This is what doesn't allow me, this is why when I get to do fun stuff like this.
So fun.
One of my best friends is Steve Ewing. I don't know, you guys heard Band The Urge, you know? Yeah. And one of my best friends is Steve Ewing, and the only time we get to hang out is when we book shows together. So it's sad.
He gigs all the time too, so
That's why. I don't know how you guys, your process, I don't really have a process. I don't know. I probably should took classes or some sort of training on writing or something. But a lot of mine's muse. I don't know.
Inspiration.
Yeah. And I was dating this girl, and it was like childhood crush. We ran into each other, and sparks flew. And I was a dork in high school, and she was captain of the cheerleading team. It was one of them. It was rom-com, totally made. and it went horribly wrong. And but I could be around her and just write songs just like that. It was crazy. And I remember every time I would do a show, she would either call me or she'd text me before the show, and she'd say, "Sing pretty." And I would get a text right before the show, I'd get, "Sing pretty," would be the text. And so I wrote this tune.
You're my muse when I look into those deep blue eyes. Just a touch, just a brush, your hand drives me wild. You say things that give my heart a squeeze. I love you, you're mine, and sing pretty, sing pretty, sing pretty for me tonight. Sing pretty, and hold me tight. Your arms are home, oh, soul is stone right. Sing pretty for me tonight. Every song I pen with a happy melody. Loving you, you'll always brought out the best in me. Like a long lost soul that's made its way back home from sea. Was gone as I love you, I will sing pretty for me tonight. Sing pretty and hold me tight. Your arms are home, oh, so don't right. Sing pretty for me tonight. Sing pretty for me tonight. Sing pretty and hold me tight. Your arms are home, oh, so it's alright. Sing pretty for me tonight. For me tonight, yeah. For me tonight.
I love that you talk about your muse. I feel like I've got a person that was a muse for me, and it's so funny because, like, there was nothing past that. I was just like, I don't fucking know. Like, I just always write a fucking song after I hang out with you. That's literally all that there is to this. I'm not gonna play another song I wrote about him, but he's infiltrated my entire band's set list. Like, I've got like 3 songs that were inspired by him tonight. He always made me feel some kind of way about myself. Usually it was like a way that I was like, no one gets to think that about me. No one gets to make me question myself. So it wasn't necessarily like your eyes and, you know, all that, but fuck, man, whatever works. Whatever
We're doing a
works.
song called Dead Ass, so.
I guess I'll close this set out with yet another song that I freaking wrote inspired by him, making me question myself as a human. But the song I want to play next, I actually wrote yesterday like a jackass. It's called Ladder in the Sky. I've been talking about my just inevitable, just oppressive fear of just dying. And this is one of those. I woke up, I had this dream about just chasing this ladder that people were climbing, and I was like, what the fuck? How are you guys getting to heaven? But I can't even figure out where this thing starts. And I woke up and was like, this is a song. This is a damn song.
So.
I see a cloudless sky, a ladder reaching high, people climbing towards the sun. As I watch below, I wonder what they know. Is there a path to heaven? As I watch below, I wonder what they know. Is there a path to heaven? I search for the base of the ladder. Across every valley, field, and desert, the sun rose every morning, the moon filled twice. The sun rose every morning, it rained 3 times. I see a cloudless sky, a ladder reaching high, people climbing toward the sun. As I watch below, I wonder what they know. Is there a path to heaven? As I watch below, I wonder what they know. I tried to call out to the people on the ladder, but they couldn't hear me. I tried to scream louder. What do you know? 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 I see a cloudless sky, a ladder reaching high, people climbing towards the sun. As I watch below, I wonder what they know. Is there a path to heaven? As I watch below, I wonder what they know. I watch below and wonder what they know. Is there a path to heaven?
I'll probably finish it.
So earlier you were talking about like process and stuff like that on writing, and I usually just kind of go wait for stuff to be spontaneous, and like as a song, as playing music, you meet a lot of different people in the creative world, photographers and painters and whatnot, and I've learned over the last 10 years when someone asks you what you think about something that they've worked on. Most cases, they actually don't want to know what you actually think, unless you think that it's awesome. And so I never ask anybody what they think, but for that reason alone. But about 5 years ago, a songwriter that I really respected, I said, hey, what do you think about some of my stuff? And within about 10 minutes of him talking, I realized I wasn't ready for this. And he just said, I never know what the hell you're talking about. Have you ever thought about maybe doing a story or anything like that? And as silly as it seems, it like never occurred to me until like, just because it's always kind of like as a process, it's like a spontaneous thing, and I like, in my mind, I was like, well, the more vague you keep it, the more up to interpretation lets the audience be, but then I thought, well, maybe, you know, I should try a crack at this, and so this is my crack at trying to tell a story with a song. For better or worse, but this is on a new record I just put out. This song is called, coincidentally, How the Story Goes. So there's maybe a little bite in there for the person that gave me a little push. And I don't know, maybe this doesn't make any sense either, but we'll figure it out. We pulled apart, tried again, lost it all, now we're here to win. Do you feel it now? I feel it too. But you left me here, went your way, cost me more than you could ever pay, and I'm sinking now, I'm in it deep. And you know, that's how that story goes. And you know, that's how that story goes. Shut your mouth, I kept it clean. We'll never know what each other mean, but we're finding out we cannot hide. And I don't think you'll ever find what it is that will satisfy, 'cause you never want what I want. And you know, that's how that story goes. And you know, that's how that story goes. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on and on and And I don't think you'll ever find what it is that will satisfy, 'cause you never want what I want. And you know, that's how that story goes. And you know, that's how that story goes. Thank you.
Let's just sing that bridge again.
Oh man, that was great, dude.
Thank you.
Awesome.
we were doing a podcast one time, and we had a guest host, and she was like, when are you gonna write a happy song? And I was like, I don't know. So I wrote like a happy sounding song. I don't know. It's still sad, but it's upbeat. So,
with my heart and my mind, I have a long hell of time. Get along with you in a reasonable time. If you run over where I make mistakes, when will I escape your fate, for goodness sake? How many times will this heart break? Oh, one little girl who threw me away. When will I start singing a love song? Said how everything's gone wrong. Tell me when will I be over you? When the thoughts I'm losing the blues, something comes along and reminds me that you're gone. Tell me when will I start singing a love song? My heart, my mind, I have a hell of a time. Getting on you in a good old time. Keep running over where I made my mistakes. When will I escape your fate, for goodness sake? How many times will this heart break? Oh, one little girl who threw me away. When will I start singing a love song? Said how everything is gone wrong. Tell me when will I be over you? When the thoughts I'm losing the blues, something comes along and reminds me that you're gone. Tell me when will I stop singing a love song? I can't hold on anymore. I've been messed up since you walked out the door. When will I start singing a love song? Steady how everything has gone wrong. Tell me when will I be over you? When the fire start losing the blues, something comes along that reminds me that you're gone. Tell me when will I stop? Tell me when will I stop? Tell me when will I start singing a love song? Stop singing a love song. Stop singing a love song.
Any other girls in here want to join the choir backing this guy up? Because I'm first on the waiting list, but I'm taking pals.
Maybe.
Well, I guess this is my last song, which I tried to save the most heartfelt for last and also the most upbeat. I don't know if any of you guys in here have ever dated someone that, like, every time you walked away from them, this is that muse I was talking about, you were just like, why the hell did I just spend the past 3 hours apologizing for everything I did that actually represented me being myself? Like, whoa, I resented this guy, and I was with him for a year. Like, I straight up, I started feeling embarrassed for being myself. So I wrote this song. It's called God Forbid I'm Human, because God forbid I'm fucking
sister.
human.
You're fucking human.
Nice.
Amen.
You go, girl.
Woo!
Get it.
What if I told you that I'm more in love with falling in love than falling in love with you? What if I told you that I don't believe in anything much more than humanity? fess up when I'm wrong, so we're just singing in a song. God forbid I'm human. God forbid I'm human. Just a meat dripping skeleton enveloped in skin with a heart and brain and soul that I won't ever understand. 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 Meat-driven skeleton enveloped in skin with a heart and brain and soul that I won't ever, ever, ever understand. Anyways, fuck that guy. Love yourself.
Justin, did you bring any CDs with you?
I didn't. Which is, when I left my house, I put everything in my car, and then I worked my way to Chesterfield after I got done working, and then it was around lunchtime I realized I didn't have CDs. But
I love telling myself t-shirts, CDs, the whole night.
Better stories.
Seriously.
Pass.
You can find it.
I'm already on your Facebook page,
All
so.
your CDs.
StevenWoolleyMusic.com or any of your Spotify,
I already got you
Amazon.
on Spotify, just download it.
There you go.
But
Yeah.
I want a hat, t-shirts, whatever.
All right.
Cherokee Moon's album releases this spring. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we got a new one too.
I'm on Spotify, but there's a guy who plays cigar box banjos whose also name is Justin Johnson from Nashville, and he's like really famous. Yeah, he's really good. And
Damn it!
but for like the last 2 years, anytime I played a solo show, there's always like one person that comes up and they're like, "Oh man, you don't look like you do on your Facebook page." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not the cigar box guy," and then they usually leave. But I was worried about that before I put my album out under my own name. I was trying to come up with names and I couldn't come up with anything cool. So I was like, you know what? I'll just put it out under Justin Johnson. Spotify will figure out that I'm not the cigar box guy, but that was not the case. So if you look up that guy, you'll find my album under his discography. Which in a way it's cool because when you look me up, I've got like 100, 200,000
Yo,
listens.
you gotta come
it's
up
pretty
with a
awesome.
new name. You gotta come up with a new name, man.
I hope he was born with that name. God damn it! All right.
You'll figure it out.
I was working on a collections of songs. I'm real into like 50s pop music, like 50s rock, and really short, 2-minute kind of love songs. And Buddy Holly, yeah. I love Buddy Holly. So I started working on a collection of like 2-minute songs, and I got about halfway through, and I was like, it was like remodeling the bathroom. I was like, I'm just gonna put paint on the walls. I'm done. I'm not gonna do the floors. So I only got about halfway done, but I did put this song on my album. But I did 3 or 4. I really appreciate these sort of like radio-friendly 50 songs. This is my ode to that kind of music.
What are you on Spotify?
If you look up Justin Johnson, or actually, if you just search the album Never Coming Home, it'll bring me up, but it'll be connected to Justin Johnson, the other
This is Justin Johnson or Justin Johnson?
Justin Johnson. I should have put this as that is Justin Johnson. That would have been easier to find me.
The new Justin
I got
Johnson.
all of you now.
That was Justin Johnson.
That was Justin.
Here is Justin Johnson.
Here is the answer. Damn it.
This is called The Place We Were Before.
Unequivocally, Justin Johnson.
Unequivocally. Irrefutably.
The
Look at the shape we're in. I promise I'm not like him. The walls are closing in. We'll make it through the door. I will make it through the door. Let's take it back a step. Let's not get all upset, 'cause we never should forget the place we were before. Oh, that place we were before. And when you get high, I'll be with you. And when you come down, I'll be there too, yeah. So let's take it back a step. Let's not get all upset, 'cause we never should forget the place we were before. Oh, that place we were before. Oh, that place we were before. Oh, that place we were before.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
You gotta put the cha-cha-cha on there.
You can end every song with that. That's one song you never want to hear. That or that would suck.
I really took a turn.
I call that swimming with dolphins. You don't get the joke, Google it. And dolphins are the hillbillies of the ocean. All right.
That's a YouTube
Yes.
hole I'm gonna fall in at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
tonight. I start there and I end at some sort of David Letterman interview. It always ends with David Letterman interviewing somebody when I go in a YouTube hole.
It does that, or I'm trying to figure out if I can actually barbecue with a volcano. And if I can get a grant to make that happen.
Yes. We'll provide that.
All right. Oh man, this is rough. It's like the last song. This is off. I got a new album that's gonna be coming out here sometime. Whenever I get it done. Hopefully before summer. And this is a tune. The name of the album is gonna be "Memories and Other Bad Habits." And this is a song. One of my favorites. It didn't really didn't mean for it to kind of, but I love like 80s pop music. The Police and Tears for Fears and Squeeze and those types of guys. Yeah.
Seen that look on your face before, but wonder you wanna know. The little ones even ring in your ears, just like Sonya. Says I want the same things too, but I'm so scared of the change. She turns her back and she runs down the road, but you're never gonna catch her, she's strange. There's a way to hold on to the girl while she's on the run. Run just as fast as you can. Now you're never gonna catch her, she's gone. Oh, you can't wait any longer now. You know I never see it's gone. Run just as fast as you can. Now you're never gonna catch her, she's gone. That girl's on the run. You're gonna lie. You said you love me, but you never did, and you're never gonna give it a try. She says I want to love you too, but I'm so scared of the pain. She turns her back and she runs out the road, boy, you're never gonna get her, she's changed. That's the way you hold on to the girl while she's on the run. Just as fast as you can, like you never gonna catch us, it's gone. Oh, you can't wait any longer now. You know I can see it's gone. Just as fast as you can, you never gonna get us, it's gone. That goes on the run, goes on the run, goes on the run. Goes on the run, goes on the run.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Why I have to end? Come on, man.
Well, I wanted to make sure it's plenty of time to do a little thing, you know. So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I appreciate that. Man, you guys are awesome. Being up here.
Well, you're awesome. With your full band up here at your feet. Whatever.
It's so I don't have to pay a bunch of people.
Heard that.
They're like, we got a 4x8 stage. Can you fit 5 people up there?
No.
No, but I can do that. We were gonna.
I'm gonna let you guys do a little.
Are you wanted? Well, you can get on.
I'm terrible at jumping in on.
All right.
But I'm gonna sit right over here and watch and be amazed.
All right. So I never say I didn't ask you to do anything.
Why didn't you include me?
Yeah. So bummed out. This guy just took over and like so.
Why didn't you think to tell me that you wanted to play Fire and Rain? God damn it.
Let's figure this out.
Well, I guess we're gonna figure it out, won't I?
Well, I'm tuned down half step, so.
Oh, okay. He's on case. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So it is B flat.
Supposed to go up a half step?
Yes.
It's just putting me up an octave. Oh, that's why. Putting myself up an octave. Give me a sec. Give me a sec to reset.
I'm gonna try to go up a half step so I can play along with this fella instead of going up an octave. 'Cause that would probably be a little bit more kosher, right? Transpose on, octave shift up.
Still take me up an octave. I don't know how to take it up without taking it up an octave. It's not letting me.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You just do it upside your head.
Yeah.
You suck. Alright, fine, we're doing it nay. We're doing it nay. He tried to make me do a B flat. Damn it. Alright. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always try to see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta hate me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. And I won't take it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always try to see you again. Been walking my mind to an easy time. My back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's lots of time on the telephone line to talk about the things to come. Sweet dreams of flying machines and pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire, I've seen rain. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. I've seen lonely times when I could not find
that I'd see you one more time again. That I'd see you one more time again.
Uno más. Uno más.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I used to spend my nights alone here in the ballroom. Liquor's the only love I had known. Hey, Glenn. You saved me from reaching for the bottom. And before I was too far gone. You're out smooth. Say I see whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Cast in stone.
All your love all the time. We used to look for love on same old places. Still found the bottom of the bottle always dry. Oh, I'm so in love with me, you know, you understand. And I will see all the thing that gets me high. You're as smooth. Say I'm see what's saying. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as rain. And I stay stone on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of rain. And honey, I stay stone on your love all this time.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Joe. You know, if you don't stop this, I'll go all night.
I can stop this stealing them.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Give it up one more time for Steven Woolley, Hal Pascale, and Justin Johnson. We'll be back out here on March 10th for the next edition of the show with Vince Puzo, Haley Woolbright, and Jonathan Brady. So come on out that night, March 10th. We'll back out here at Naked Vine. Thanks again to Brian and Janelle for taking care of everybody all night long. And everybody get home safe. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. Thanks, everybody.
No, thank you, Shane. I want to make a round of applause for Shane of Rock Paper Podcast. He's doing God's work, ladies and gentlemen. Are you kidding me? This guy brings the unsung, and he makes them sung. He's a sweetheart and a half. Everyone, support his podcast. Support Naked Vine.
If you guys don't know Shane over here, mind you,
He's the nicest person in St. Louis.
he does more for live music and us people in St. Louis than
Not even just live music. Like, he's like, you want to make music? I believe in you. And he's that person, like, for you, as you figure out live music. Shane Presley is everything. So just take some notes, y'all.
Every different, it doesn't matter the genre,
Yeah.
doesn't matter where you're playing at, what you're doing, he will bring you on, he'll get your music out there and in front of audiences that may have never heard of you before.
Yeah.
And that's what he does, and he supports stuff. How many, he does, you're up over 800, right?
Getting there, almost 800.
800
He's up to
podcasts.
800.
800 podcasts in 5 years? 5.5 years, 800 podcasts. How many concerts a year do you go to?
1,000.
It's a ridiculous amount of concerts that this man goes to. Supports live and local music, local musicians, live musicians. That's all he does. And Rock Paper Podcast. And like I said, he's an unsung hero. So.
He's doing God's work, man.
And I want to get you on my podcast next. So.
He knows that if you feel it and it makes sound, it is music, and he respects anyone and everyone, and it's not something that you get from everyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't discriminate on taste. Like, he's like, you felt that, I heard it, and God bless America.
So if you
Let's
like
get
what you
everyone
heard
together.
tonight, go to you got a
I'm Cherokee Moon.
Cherokee Moon. That's
These are
Instagram
my,
and
yeah, it's my Instagram, my Facebook, anything I sing tonight, my band is going to be backing me in my next show.
sweet Cherokee Moon. We got Justin Johnson over here. I'm sure he's got all his stuff. Justin Johnson, check him out. You do the social medias?
I do.
Do you do the internets as well? All right, cool. Might as well, StevenWooleyMusic.com. That's it's WOOLLEY. Yeah, and
You can't miss it once you actually type it.
actually, yeah, once you put it in, you might see other famous Wooleys like Bruce Woolley, right? Who wrote "Video Killed the Radio Star" for the Buggles, right?
I found it starting to try to auto fill in like the Wootons from like Bella Flag.
Oh, nice. All right, that's cool.
That's a nice. That's flattering.
Yeah, that is really flattering. There is another Steven Woolley. He's a Stefan, and he directed The Crying Game. I will take nothing for that. Never seen The Crying Game? No? Okay. You're better off. Anyway, so yeah, StevenWooleyMusic.com, Instagram, Spotify, go to digital medias, all this stuff. Listen to it, download it, play it for your friends, give it to your grandma. Thank you guys so much, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Good night.